Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. Dramatised in 10 episodes by Betty Davis. Part 9. A Cry for Help.
One morning early, having a holiday before him, R.W. Wilfer arose with as little noise as possible, leaving his majestic spouse asleep. He and his daughter Bella had a rather particular appointment to keep in Greenwich.
John, wilt thou have this woman to thy wedded wife, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony? Wilt thou love her, comfort her, honour and keep her, in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other, keep thee only unto her, so long as ye both shall live?
I will.
Bella, wilt thou have this man to thy wedded husband, to live together after God's ordinance in the holy estate of matrimony?
R.W. was a little nervous. He half expected to see his own stately lady arrive at Greenwich in a car and griffins, like the spiteful fairy at the christening. He had indeed paled slightly when in the middle of the service he heard a mysterious rustling and stealthy movement somewhere in the neighbourhood of the organ, though it was gone directly and was heard no more, albeit it was heard of afterwards. And now the church porch, having swallowed up Bella Wilfer for ever and ever, had not in its power to relinquish that young lady, but slid into the happy sunlight Mrs. John Rokesmith instead. The marriage dinner was held in the very room of the very hotel where R.W. and Bella had once dined together. Bella sat between Pa and John and divided her attentions pretty equally.
I have to remind you, Pa, that I'm not your lovely woman any longer.
I'm well aware of it, and I resign you willingly.
Oh, willingly? You ought to be broken-hearted.
So I should be, if I thought I were going to lose you.
But you know you're not. You've only made a new relation who'll be as fond of you as I am.
Who always was.
My dears. I must leave you soon. It's time for me to get home to Holloway. Your mother will be waiting.
I sent her a note, Pa, telling her I was married and asking her to tell you, so you needn't worry. You won't be taken alive.
Thank you, my dear. Nevertheless, I must get home. But first, I want to drink a toast. Bella and John. Dear Bella and John. My love to you, and may we meet on many future happy returns of the present happy occasion.
Well said.
Pa, dear, you forgive me for beating you with my bonnet.
Of course. What?
When old Mr. Harmon first saw me, I was stamping and screaming and beating dear Pa with my detestable little bonnet.
I forgive you, my dearest. And your bonnets have always been very nice bonnets.
And you don't feel solitary and neglected, going away by yourself.
Lord bless you, no.
Goodbye, dearest Pa.
Goodbye, my darling. Take her, my dear John. Take her home. Good evening, my dear.
Good evening, R.W. George Sampson is here, as you see.
To be sure. Good evening, George.
Good evening, sir.
Lavinia.
Pa, you have not inquired for your daughter Bella, R.W.
Indeed, my dear, I did omit it. How, or should I say, where is Bella?
Not here. You have no daughter, Bella.
No daughter?
No. Your daughter, Bella, has bestowed herself upon a mendicant. Show your father his daughter Bella's letter, Lavinia.
Posted at Greenwich and dated this morning. Hopes Ma won't be angry, but is happily married to Mr. John Rokesmith, and didn't mention it beforehand to avoid words. And please tell darling you, and love to me. And I'd like to know what she'd have said if any other unmarried member of the family had done it.
Dear me.
You may well say, dear me.
It's very surprising, but I suppose we must make the best of it. Would you object, my dear, to my pointing out that Mr. John Rokesmith is not, strictly speaking, a mendicant?
Indeed? I was not aware he was a gentleman of property, but I am relieved to hear it.
I doubt if you have heard it.
So, I make false statements, it appears. So be it. If my daughter flies in my face, surely my husband may.
Ma, I must say I think it'd be much better if you keep to the point and not talk nonsense about people flying into people's faces.
What?
Impossible nonsense, too. The true point is that Bella has behaved in a most unsisterly way to me, and might have severely compromised my engagement to George by getting married in this low and disreputable manner, with some pew opener or other for a bridesmaid, I suppose. Well, she ought to have confided in me and asked me to be present if I wished, keeping the secret from Ma and Pa, as of course I should have done.
As of course you should have done. Ingrate! Viper!
I say, ma'am, upon my honour, you mustn't. With the highest respect for you, when a man with the feelings of a gentleman becomes engaged to a young lady, and it comes to vipers, you know, even among the family, I put it to your own good feelings.
Mr. Sampson, you are not yet a member of this family. Do not presume to intervene between a mother and her errant daughter.
Oh, my own unnatural mother! She wants to annihilate George!
With every sentiment of respect, ma'am, vipers don't really do you credit.
You shall not be annihilated, George. Ma shall destroy me first. Have I lured George from his happy home to expose him to this? George, dear, be free. Leave me to Ma and to my fate. Do not curse the viper that has crossed your path and blighted your existence. Oh!
My dear Lavvy, my dear child.
With the greatest respect, ma'am. Look what you've done.
George, dear, are you safe? What has happened? Where is Ma? Ma?
Your mother is here, Lavinia.
George, dear, I'm afraid I've been foolish. I feel a little weak and giddy. Oh, don't let go my hand.
Are you recovered, my dear?
Yes, Pa. Yes, I think I am. George, dear, after what has passed, I'm sure Ma will tell Pa. He may tell Bella. We'll all be glad to see her and her husband.
Far be it from me to run counter to the feelings of a child of mine, and of a youth who is the subject of her maiden preference. I may feel, nay, no, that I have been deluded and deceived. I may feel, nay, no, that I have been set aside and passed over. I may feel, nay, no, that after having so far overcome my repugnance towards Mr. and Mrs. Boffin as to receive them under this roof and to consent R.W. to your daughter Bella's residing under theirs, it were well if your daughter Bella had profited in a worldly point of view from a connection so distasteful, so disreputable. I may feel, nay, no, that in uniting herself to Mr. Rokesmith, she has united herself to one who is, in spite of shallow sophistry, a mendicant. And I may feel well assured that your daughter Bella does not exalt her family by becoming a mendicant's bride. But I suppress what I feel and say nothing of it. Let your daughter Bella come when she will, R.W., and she will be received, and so will her husband.
Dearest Ma, how do you do? And Lovey, darling, how do you do? And how's George Sampson, and when are you getting married? John, love, kiss Ma and Lavvy, and then we shall all be at home and comfortable.
Mrs. Wilfer? Miss Lavinia?
I think it must have made you both rather cross, and I know I deserved it. But you see, I'd been such a heedless, heartless creature, and led you to expect I'd marry for money, that I thought you wouldn't believe it when I married for love. I was afraid we might come to words we'd all be sorry for afterwards. So I said to John if he liked to marry me without any fuss, he might. And as he did like, I let him. So, we live in Blackheath in the prettiest of dolls' houses, and if you'd like to know in confidence my opinion of my husband, I almost love him.
And if you'd like to know in confidence my opinion of my wife...
Stop. Not yet. I want to be something worthier than the doll in the doll's house.
My darling, aren't you?
Not half as much as you'll someday find me. Try me through some reverse and tell me after that what you think of me.
I will, I promise.
I'll go further, Pa and Ma and Lavvy. John has no idea of it, but I quite love him. John, dearest, what's the matter?
Matter, my love?
Tell me what you're thinking of.
I was thinking that although I have this post at the China House now, the salary is very small. I was wondering whether you wouldn't like me to be rich.
You? Rich?
Really rich. As rich as Mr. Boffin. Would you like that?
I should be almost afraid to try. Was he much the better for his wealth? Was I much the better for the little part I once had in it?
But all people aren't worse for riches.
Most people?
Not even most people. If you were rich, for instance, you'd have a great power of doing good to others.
But should I exercise it? And wouldn't I at the same time have a great power of doing harm to myself?
But would you exercise it?
I don't know. I hope not. But it's so easy to hope not without the riches.
Why don't you say instead being poor?
Because I'm not poor. You don't suppose we're poor?
I do, my love.
Oh, John.
Understand me, sweetheart. I know I'm rich beyond wealth in having you, but I think of you and for you. In no fine dress could you look more graceful and beautiful than in the one you are wearing now, but you have admired finer dresses this very day, and I wish I could give them to you.
That's very nice, John, but I don't want them.
And now we're walking through muddy streets. I wish you could ride in a carriage.
I don't want a carriage, believe me.
You'd like one if you could have one.
I shouldn't like it for its own sake, half as well as your generous wish that you could give it to me. Wish me everything you can wish for the woman you love, and I've as good as got it, John.
My darling. Do you regret anything?
No. Oh, yes, I do. I regret Mrs. Boffin.
I regret that separation too. But perhaps it's only temporary. Perhaps things may so fall out that we will sometimes see her again.
Mrs. Boffin was alone that evening. Mr. Boffin had kissed her goodbye and set out for a reading evening. Some time later he arrived at the Bower. It may or may not have been by chance that he was accompanied by Mr. Venus.
Mr. Boffin, sir. You're quite a stranger.
I've been otherwise occupied, Wegg.
Have you indeed? I've been looking for you, specially.
You don't say so.
Yes, I do say so. And if you hadn't come round to me tonight, dash my wig if I wouldn't have come round to you tomorrow.
Nothing wrong, I hope.
Oh, no, Mr. Boffin. What could be wrong in Boffin's Bower? Step in! Step in! Look at the worm and minion. He's down in the mouth already.
That's because I've told him.
Hey?
I've prepared the way for you.
Oh. Here we are, Mr. Boffin. Now, my friend and partner gives me to understand you're aware of our power over you. So let's go into that point. Take your hat off. Good. Now, first of all, I'm going to call you Boffin for short. If you don't like it, it's open to you to lump it.
I don't mind it, Wegg.
That's lucky for you, Boffin. Now, do you want to be read to?
I don't particularly care about it tonight.
Oh, because if you did want to, you wouldn't be. I've been your slave long enough. With the single exception of the salary, I renounce the whole and total situation.
Since you say it's to be so, Wegg, I suppose it must be so.
Next, you've placed in this yard a skulking, sniffing, sneaking menial.
He hadn't a cold when I sent him here.
I warn you not to attempt a joke with me.
Mr. Wegg, I think Mr. Boffin took sniffing literally. I did myself first time you said it.
Oh. Anyhow, he's been planted here and I won't have it. Before you go tonight, you must send him back in.
Very well, Wegg.
Good. Venus, take a chair. Boffin, you may sit down.
Thank you.
This gentleman is more milk and watery with you than I'll be, but he hasn't borne the Roman yoke and pandered to your depraved appetite for misers. Now, You're aware that you're in possession of property to which you have no right.
Venus tells me so.
I tell you so. Here's my hat and stick. Trifle with me, and instead of making a bargain with you, I'll take my hat and stick and go out and make a bargain with the rightful owners.
I'm sure I don't want to trifle. I've said so to Venus.
Oh, you certainly have, sir.
You're too milk and watery with our friend. Then, Boffin, you confirm yourself desirous to come to terms.
I'm willing to come to terms.
Willing won't do. Are you desirous to come to terms? Do you ask as a favour to be allowed to come to terms?
Yes.
Yes, what? I'll have it out of you in full.
Dear me, I'm so worried. I asked to be allowed to come to terms. Be so good as to name them.
Mark 'em well, because they're the lowest and only terms. You'll throw your mound, the little mound as came to you anyway, into the general estate, and you'll divide the whole property into 3 parts. You'll keep one and hand over the others.
3? I thought
Quiet, Venus. Now there's something else. You've been squandering the property. You've bought a house. You'll be charged for it.
Dreadful, dreadful. I shall die in the workhouse.
Wait a bit, there's more. You've been unlawfully ferreting about in this yard. We saw you dig up a Dutch bottle.
It was mine. I put it there myself.
What was in it?
Nothing you could turn into money, Weg, upon my word.
Prepared for an evasive answer there. I've hit on an idea, Mr. Venus. We charge our dusty friend against that Dutch bottle £1,000.
Oh.
Something more. In your employ is an underhanded sneak named Rokesmith. It won't do to have him about. He must be discharged.
Rokesmith is already discharged.
Oh, is he? Well, then there's nothing more at present, Boffin.
I can't help myself. I must give in to the terms. But I should like to see the document first.
You will? We'll all go to Clerkenwell and see it now, after you've discharged the sniffing sneak in the yard. One more thing.
Yes, Weg?
You must be followed up. You must be kept under inspection. You're responsible for all the property, so consider yourself accountable to me. Venus here being too milk and watery for you.
Oh, I think I must keep the knowledge from my old lady. She's got so used to the property, it'd be such a hard surprise.
You'll have as much as I will. And who are you?
And my old lady has very upright principles.
Who's your old lady to set herself up for having uprighter principles than mine?
I think it must be kept from my old lady, Weg.
Ah, very well. I don't mind. I can have you under close inspection without that. Ask me to dinner. Give me the run of your house.
Gently, Mr. Weg, gently.
Milk and waterily, you mean? I'm going to keep you under close observation, Boffin. We'll all go to Clerkenwell, and then I'll see you home.
Mr. Boffin, having viewed the document in question and dolefully acknowledged its authenticity, Weg marched him back to his house. But even there, when Mr. Boffin had bidden his keeper good night and softly closed the door, the all-powerful Silas must needs claim another assertion of his newly acquired power.
Boffin!
Yes, Weg?
Come out. Show yourself again. Let's have another look at you.
Here I am, Weg.
Good. You can go to bed now.
Thank you, Weg.
Nose to the grindstone. That's the way. Them sparks are flying out like the 5th of November. So they are.
It was Saturday evening. The paper mill had stopped work for the night, and the paths and roads around it were sprinkled with clusters of people going home from the day's labour. There was a little fair in the village, and the sounds of the fair, floating away into the still air, were mellowed by distance when they reached Eugene Rayburn walking beside the river, so that they seemed to make the evening more still by contrast.
How quiet it is.
You're stupid enough. But if you can get through life to your satisfaction, you've got the better of me. Man as I am and mutton as you are. Has she given me the slip for the second time? No. She promised, and she is a girl of her word. Ah, Lizzie!
Mr. Rayburn.
I told myself you were sure to come, though you are late.
I had to linger as if I'd no object before me, and I had to speak to several people I passed.
Are the lads of the village and the ladies such scandalmongers? No, don't draw your hand away.
Please, will you walk beside me, Mr. Rayburn, and not touch me?
Lizzie, don't be unhappy, don't be reproachful.
I can't help being unhappy, but I don't mean to be reproachful. I implore you to go away from here tomorrow.
As well be reproachful as wholly unreasonable. I can't go away.
Why not?
Because you won't let me. I don't complain that you design to keep me here, but you do it.
Please do not touch me. May I speak to you very seriously?
I'll do anything possible for you. See, my offending arms are folded. Napoleon at St. Helena.
When you encountered me the night before last, you said you were surprised to see me. You said you were on a fishing expedition. Was it true?
It was not. I came here because I knew where to find you.
Can you imagine why I left London?
It's not flattering to my self-love, but I'm afraid you left to get rid of me.
I did.
How could you be so cruel?
Mr. Rayburn, is there no cruelty in your being here tonight?
In the name of all that's good, though heaven knows I am not, don't be distressed.
What else can I be when I know the distance and difference between us? What else can I be when to tell me why you came here puts me to shame?
Lizzie, I never thought there was a woman in the world who could affect me so much by saying so little. But don't judge me harshly. You don't know how I feel about you. You don't know how you haunt and bewilder me. My cursed carelessness won't help me here. You've struck it dead, and I almost wish you'd struck me dead along with it.
It grieves you to see me distressed, I know. And it grieves me to see you distressed. I don't reproach you. You haven't felt this as I feel it. Being so different from me, you begin from another point of view, and you haven't thought. But I beg you, think now. Think now.
What am I to think of?
Think of me.
Tell me how not to think of you, and you'll change me altogether.
I don't mean it that way. Think of me as belonging to another station and quite cut off from you in honour. I have no protector unless I have one in your noble heart. If you feel toward me in one particular, as if I were a lady, give me the full claims of a lady on your generous behaviour. I am removed from you and your family by being a working girl. How true a gentleman to be as considerate of me as if I were removed by being a queen.
Have I injured you so much, Lizzie?
No, no. I don't speak of the past, but of the present and the future. You know, you have followed me so closely since I came here that I consented to this appointment as an escape.
Again, not very flattering to my self-love, but yes. Yes.
I beseech you to leave. If you don't, think to what you will drive me.
Drive you? To what shall I drive you?
You will drive me away. You will force me to leave this place where I live peacefully and respected. And by following me again, you will force me to quit the next place in which I find refuge.
Are you so determined, Lizzie? Forgive the word I'm going to use for its literal truth, but are you so determined to fly from a lover?
I am so determined to fly from such a lover. There was a poor woman who died here a little while ago, scores of years older than I am.
You mean Mrs. Higden? I have heard of it.
Yes, Mrs. Higden. She was weak and old, but she kept true to one purpose to the last. What she did, I can do. If I believed, which I do not, that you could be so cruel as to drive me from place to wear me out. You could drive me to death and not doing.
Oh, Lizzie.
Mr. Raymond, let me go.
No, don't pull away from me. Rest so, just for a moment. Answer me. If I hadn't been what you call removed from you, would you have asked me to leave you?
I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me. Let me go back.
I swear to you, Lizzie, you shall go directly and you shall go alone. I'll not follow you if you'll reply.
How can I? How can I tell you what I should have done if you hadn't been what you are?
If I hadn't been what you make me out to be, would you still have hated me?
You know me better than to think I do.
If I hadn't been what you make me out to be, would you still have been indifferent to me?
You know me better than that, too.
If I know you better than to believe you hate me or are indifferent to me, let me know so much more for yourself before we part. Let me know how you would have treated me if you had regarded me as being on equal terms.
How can I think of you as being on equal terms with me? If you were, you would not be yourself. How could I remember then the night I first saw you, when I went out because you looked at me so attentively? Or the night you broke to me that my father was dead? Or the night you came to see me at my next home and caused me to be taught to read? Or my having looked up to you and at first thought you so good to be so mindful of me?
Only at first, Lizzie? What did you think of me after that? So bad?
No, I don't mean that. But after the first wonder and pleasure of being noticed by you, I began to feel it might have been better if I'd never seen you.
Why?
Because you were so different. Because it was so endless, so hopeless. Spare me.
Did you think of me at all?
Not much. Until tonight.
Tell me why.
Until tonight, I never supposed you needed to be thought of. But if you do, if you truly feel that you have been towards me what you called yourself tonight, and that there's nothing for us in this life but separation, and heaven help you, and heaven bless you.
Oh, Lizzie. I promised I wouldn't follow you, but it is getting dark. Shall I keep you in view?
Please don't. I'm used to being out alone at this hour.
I promise. I can promise no more tonight, except that I'll try what I can do.
There is only one way to spare yourself and to spare me. Leave this neighborhood tomorrow.
I will try.
Goodbye.
What, am I weeping? Mortimer would never believe this. I can hardly believe it myself, yet I have gained a wonderful power over her. And she loves me. So earnest a character must feel love very deeply. She must go through with her nature as I go through with mine. If I married her, if, after facing the absurdity of the situation, I astonished my respected father by telling him I'd married her, how would MRF reason with a legal mind? You wouldn't marry for money and station lest you became bored. Are you less likely to become bored marrying for no money and no station? Are you sure of yourself? Legal mind, in spite of forensic protestations, must secretly admit good reasoning on the part of MRF. Not sure of myself. And yet, I'd like to see the fellow who'd tell me that what I feel was not a real sentiment, won by her beauty and her worth, and that I wouldn't be true to her.
Eugene, this is a bad business.
Oh, there goes the Mortimer Lightwood peal in my head again. I wish I could stop it. It sounds like a knell. I must go back. I've strolled far enough and it grows late. Out of the question to marry her, and out of the question to leave her. What shall I do?
Was he struck by lightning? With some half-formed thought to that effect, he turned under the blows that were battering him and smashing his life, and closed with a murderer. Eugene was light and active, but the first blow had broken his arm, or he was paralyzed, and he could do no more than to hang on to the man's red neckerchief with his head swung back so that he saw nothing but the night sky. Lizzie had walked alone by the water, seeking comfort in the peaceful serenity of the time and place. She was turning homewards when she heard a strange sound, like the sound of blows. Without wasting time crying for help where there was none to hear, she ran towards the sounds, ran until she reached a part of the green bank newly trodden, where there lay some broken, splintered pieces of wood and some torn fragments of clothes. Stooping, she saw that the grass was bloody and the trail of blood led to the river. Following the current with her eyes, she saw a bloody face turned up towards the moon and drifting away. There was a boat moored under the willow trees, and skulls in the rack on the red brick wall. Another moment and she was in the boat and had cast off. The boat had shot out into the moonlight, and she was rowing down the stream as never other woman rowed on English waters.
Heaven be thanked for that old time. Grant, O blessed Lord, that it may turn to good at last. To whomsoever that drifting face belongs, help my humble hands, Lord God, to raise it from death and restore it to someone to whom it must be dear.
She passed the scene of the struggle, keeping the boat before the stream and looking for the drowning face. Untrained sight would never have seen, as she did, the drowning figure rise to the surface, slightly struggle and turn on its back to float. She waited till it was near. Then, crouching aft in the boat, she seized it by its bloody hair. She leaned over the water to secure it.
Eugene!
Is he afraid of me?
Why, to the nest. I thought you'd been and got lost. 2 nights away. I was going to advertise for you in the newspapers. I thought you'd give me the slip. But not you. I says to myself, he's a man of honour. Come in. You'll be for another 40 on 'em, I.
Yes, I'd better sleep.
I'd recommend it. Ought to be anyways dry.
Yes, I should like a drink. And, something to eat. Have you any bread?
Here. And there's a crust of bread.
Thank you. Half the bread.
Look out, Tyler, lest you cut your hand. Ah! There.
I must bind it up. My handkerchief, would you?
I warned you. Keep still. You're bleeding on me.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Now, I would like to sleep.
Not going to eat, then?
No, I've changed my mind. I'm not hungry.
Right. You lie down and shut your eyes. I'll take the chair tonight.
Thank you.
One of his sleeves is torn away below the elbow. T'other had a good whip in the shoulder. He's been hung on to pretty tight, for his shirt's all torn out of the neck gathers. He's been in the grass, and he's been in the water, and he's spotted. And I know with what, and with whose. Oh, rah.
Who brought him in?
I did, sir.
You, my dear. You couldn't lift the weight, far less carry it.
I think I could not at another time, but I did.
We will attend to him. Try to get some sleep.
May I not stay?
No, my dear, you can do no good. Trust in us.
Thank you, sir. I will.
Attend to that poor girl. If she sleeps, do not rouse her.
No, sir.
Poor girl. Poor girl. Be gentle with her.
Yes, sir.
She must be amazingly strong of heart. But it is much to be feared she has set her heart upon the dead.
Tadarest, are you away then? The news has gone down the river afore you.
What news?
Who do you think picked up the body? Guess?
I'm not good at guessing.
She did. You had him there again.
I must go. When it's necessary to communicate with you again, I'll come back.
Will you now?
Yes, I will. Good night.
Since no better can be. Good night. You wouldn't be let go like that if my relief weren't as good as come. I'll catch you up in a mile.
His mate came within a quarter of an hour, and Rider Hood at once pursued Headstone. He was a better follower than Headstone. All his life he had been wont to stalk and skulk and waylay, and he knew how to take advantage of the ground. He soon caught his man, and his man got no hint of him. But all his arts were brought to a standstill like himself, when Headstone stopped, walked aside to the river, and stripped off his clothes.
What's he up to? By George and the dragon, if he ain't going to bathe. Hey, not going to drown himself, is he? I don't want to lose him yet. No, he wouldn't have fetched that bundle out from the bushes first, if such was his game.
Nevertheless, it was a relief to him when the bather came out and began to dress. Fully clothed, he was another man, a respectable schoolmaster in pepper and salt pantaloons, black coat and waistcoat, and formal black tie.
Aha! Much as he was dressed that night. You've got me in that bundle of yours now, haven't you? Even down to my red neck handkerchief. You're deep, you are, but I know a deeper. You can go your ways to the rest. I ain't following you no more, for I can make you come to me, or I can find you out somehow. No, I'll let you loose this time. I want that there bundle, as you've just chucked in the river. I'm going fishing.
Bradley Headstone's school reopened the next day. The scholars saw little or no change in their master's face, for it always wore its slowly labouring expression. But as he heard his classes, as he paused, chalk in hand before the blackboard, again and again he was doing the deed, and doing it better. Charlie Hexam was a master now in another school under another head, but that night he returned to Headstone's house.
Hexam, come in, come in.
Mr. Headstone, what's the matter?
Matter? Where?
Have you heard the news? That fellow, Eugene Rayburn, they say he's killed.
He is dead, then. I heard of the outrage, but I hadn't heard the end of it.
Where were you when it was done? Stop. I don't ask that. Don't tell me. If you force your confidence upon me, I'll give it up. And I'll give up you.
Hexam.
It is for me to speak, not you. I want nothing more to do with you. If you had any part, I don't see what in the attack. You did me an unforgivable injury. I took you with me to his chambers when I told him my opinion of him, and made myself responsible for your opinion of him. I tried to bring my sister to her senses, and favoured your desire to marry her. Your violent temper may have laid me open to suspicion. You have compromised me by being seen about with me.
Hexam.
No, do not speak. I wish you had never seen my sister. Why, you justified her in being so firmly set against you. You put me in the wrong, because your passions are so selfish. You haven't given one single thought to me. Every effort I make to respectability is impeded by someone else through no fault of mine. Not content with what you've done, you'll drag my name into notoriety by dragging my sister's in. The worse you prove to be, the harder it'll be for me to detach myself from you in people's minds. I've made up my mind. I won't be dragged down. I've done with my sister, and I've done with you. I hope eventually to succeed the master in my present school, and perhaps marry the mistress. She's a single woman, though some years older than I am. If you feel a sense of having injured me, I hope you'll think how respectable you might have been yourself, and contemplate your blighted existence.
Was it strange that the wretched man should take this heavily to heart? Perhaps he'd taken the boy to heart, finding his drudgery lightened by communication with a brighter and more apprehensive spirit than his own. Perhaps a family resemblance with the sister smote him hard. For whatever reason, when the boy was gone, he grovelled on the floor, with the palms of his hands clasping his temples in unutterable misery, unrelieved by a single tear.
Willow, all round my head for a 12-month and a day. If anyone should excuse
doors
the
open.
reason
Doors
why
open, Miss
I
Wren.
wears-
Can I come in?
Oh, suppose so.
How are you?
Pretty much as usual. Worried out of my life about a very bad child.
Eh?
But you're not a parent, so it's no use talking to you upon a family subject. To what do I owe this honour and favour?
To a wish to improve your acquaintance. We never meet now, do we?
No.
So I'd a mind to talk to you about our friend, the child of Israel.
So he gave you my address, did he?
I got it out of him.
You seem to see a good deal of him. Haven't you done interceding with him yet?
Nope.
Sticking to him all this time?
Sticking to him is the word. What's he up to in the case of your friend, the handsome girl? What's his object?
Cannot undertake to say, sir, I'm sure.
And you know where she's gone?
Cannot undertake to say, sir.
Miss Jenny, that's your name, isn't it?
Probably is. You heard it on the best authority. Mine.
Miss Jenny, instead of coming up and being dead, come out and look alive. It'll pay better, I assure you.
Perhaps you'll explain your meaning, young man, which is Greek to me.
I mean, it'll pay better. It'll lead to your buying waste of Pubsey and Co. at a nominal price, even for nothing. That'd be worthwhile, wouldn't it?
It's always worth my while to make money.
Now you're coming out and looking alive. If I may make so free, you and Judah were too thick together by half.
We're not good friends at present.
I know. I'd like to pay off Judah by not letting him have his own way in everything. Candidly, I'd be glad to countermine him respecting the handsome girl, your friend. He has a motive there, and it's necessary to his motive that it should be kept from me, what he's done with her. What has he done with her? I ask no more, and that's not asking much when you understand that it'll pay.
Where do you live?
Albany, Piccadilly.
When are you at home?
Breakfast time?
I have to take 2 doors to Bond Street tomorrow morning. I'll look in to see you afterwards, young man.
This is looking alive indeed.
Mark you, I promise you nothing.
No, I understand. The damage and waste question shall be settled first. It shall be made to pay. Good day, Miss Jenny.
Good day, young man. Misty. Ah, so you make promises for Pubsey and Co., do you, little eyes? You're too cunning by half. Is little eyes Pubsey, or is he Co., or both? Ah! However the cat jumps, he's the liar. That's all I can make out at the present.
Jenny was on the alert next morning when the carriage she had taken set her down at the Albany. A lady was standing at the doorway of Mr. Fledgeby's chambers, holding in her hands, of all things, a gentleman's hat.
You want someone?
I'm going upstairs to Mr. Fledgeby.
You can't do that at the moment. There's a gentleman with him. I'm waiting for the gentleman. His business with Mr. Fledgeby won't take very long, and then you can go up. Why do you listen?
I'm not listening.
What do you hear?
Oh, is the kind of spluttering somewhere?
Mr. Fledgeby in the, shower bath, perhaps.
And somebody's beating a carpet, I think.
Mr. Fledgeby's carpet, I dare say.
I hope there's nothing the matter.
Where?
Oh, I don't know where, but I've never heard such an odd noise. Don't you think I'd better call somebody?
I think you'd better not. Is your business done, Alfred?
Very thoroughly done.
You can go up to Mr. Fledgeby as soon as you like.
And you can take these 3 pieces of stick with you and say, if you please, that they come from Mr. Alfred Lemore with his compliments on leaving England. Come, Sophronia.
Lemon? Lemon? Where have I heard that name before? Lemon? Oh, I know! St. Mary Axe! The door was open!
What? Huh?
Gracious! Are you choking?
Oh, Lord, my eye. Stop thief! I'm strangling. Fire! Glass of water! Shut the door! Murder!
Oh, Lord, give me a glass of water.
Here.
Ooh.
Here.
Oh, my eye. It's the salt and snuff up my nose and down my throat and my windpipe. Oh, whoa, and I'm so sore. My back. You can put something on my back.
Oh, gracious, it does look sore. Whatever possessed you to take salt and snuff, young man?
I didn't. It was crammed into my mouth.
Oh, who crammed it?
He did. That assassin Lamel. He crammed it into my mouth and up my nose to prevent my crying out. Ooh. And then he cruelly assaulted me.
With his cane?
That's it. He broke it over me. Oh, how I smart so. How did you come by it?
Well, when he came downstairs and joined a lady who wouldn't let me come up.
I might have known she'd be there.
Well, when he came down, he gave me the pieces for you. And I was to say, with Mr. Alfred Lamel's compliments on his leaving England.
Oh.
Shall I go for the police?
No. Do you think... do you think vinegar and brown paper would help my back?
Oh, yeah. It does look as though it ought to be pickled.
In the kitchen you'll find brown paper in a dresser drawer and vinegar on the shelf. Would you have the kindness to make me some plasters?
1, 2,
Ooh.
5, 6. You want 6?
They're smart enough for 60.
I'll get them.
What? Huh? Oh.
Vinegar and brown paper. I think he ought to have a little pepper. Just a few grains. Oh, here we are. I think the young man's tricks and manners may claim on his friends for a little pepper.
Miss Wren took the pepper pot and sprinkled all the plasters with a judicious hand. Then she went back to Mr. Fledgeby and stuck them all on him, to the accompaniment of loud yells from the patient. The last thing she saw, as she looked back before closing the door, was Mr. Fledgeby plunging and gambolling all over the bed, like a porpoise in its native element. She emerged into the busy street and took an omnibus to St. Mary Axe, where she made her way to the offices of Pubsey & Co.
Oh, Mr. Wolferdome.
Jenny, I thought you'd given me up.
I've given up the treacherous wolf. But, Godmother, you've come back. I want to ask you a question or two. May I?
Yes. Yes.
Don't look so anxious. If you're afraid of the fox, you needn't be. He won't show himself for many a day. Now tell me, first, are you Pubsey & Co? Or are you neither? On your solemn word.
Neither, my child.
Secondly, isn't Fledgeby both Pubsey and Co?
Yes, he is.
Oh, welcome back, dear Godmother. Forgive me, I'm truly sorry, but it did look bad now, didn't it?
So bad, Jenny, that I was hateful in mine own eyes. But more than that, I reflected that evening that I was doing dishonour to my ancient faith and race. For it is not with the Jews as with other people. Men say, this is a bad Greek, but there are good Greeks. This is a bad Turk, but there are good Turks. Not so with the Jews. Men take the worst of us as samples of the best and say all Jews are bad. If I'd been a Christian, I could have done what I did here, compromising no one but myself. But doing it as a Jew, I compromised all Jews. Wherefore I saw I must leave this service, and I wrote to my master telling him so.
And what said, tingling, tossing, aching, screaming, scratching, smarter?
He held me to his lawful term of notice. It expires tomorrow. Then I meant to set myself right with my Cinderella.
So, Little Eyes, that's the fox, owes you a heavy grudge for going and casts around for a way to pay you out. He says to himself, I'll find out where that girl Lizzie is and betray his secret, 'cause he's dear to him. Maybe he wanted to make love to her, I don't know. So he came to me and I went to him. That's the way of it. And I'm sorry I didn't give him cayenne pepper and chopped pickled capsicum.
My child?
Oh, never mind.
Mr. Ria?
Yes?
A letter for you. No answer required.
Oh, thank you. What is this? Your accounts being all squared up? Go.
Let me see. Shut up the place, turn out directly and send me the key by bearer. Go. You are an unthankful dog of a Jew. Get out. Look at the writing. Screaming, smarting, tingling, tossing still. Well, Godmother, so you're thrown on the world. The best thing you can do is come home with me for the time being. Nobody's there but my bad child, and Lizzie's lodging stands empty. Come on.
What is this? Some disturbance?
Those are policemen.
They're carrying a stretcher. Perhaps we can help. Officer, is this some poor soul in trouble?
A wretched drunken tramp we found beating on the door of some chambers in the temple. He got violent when we told him to go away. We had to use force to strap him down. Seems quiet enough now.
Oh, gentlemen, he belongs to me. To you? Yeah, he's my child out without leave. My poor bad boy, and he don't know me. What shall I do?
It's her drunken father.
He's gone very quiet. I don't like it.
Officer, I'm a doctor. Here is my card. May I examine this man?
If you wouldn't mind having a look at him, sir, we'd be grateful.
You better send for something to cover this. All's over.
The police sent for something to cover it, and it was borne through the streets, the people falling away. It was carried home and put down in the parlour, and there, in the midst of dolls, with no speculation in their eyes, lay Mr. Dolls, with no speculation in his. Jenny, at her own request, went alone to the funeral. She had worked day and night to pay for the last rites, and for her own poor little black dress. And so the wretched old fellow was borne through the streets once more, on the shoulders of half a dozen blossom-faced men, with one blossom-faced man stalking ahead. The spectacle of one little mourner hobbling after made many people turn their heads. At last, the troublesome deceased was got into the ground, and the stately stalker stalked back before the solitary dressmaker and left her at her own door. She had a short cry, although it was longer than one might have expected, and then set to work again.
Cinderella, dear, will you never rest?
Oh, it's not hard work, cutting out a pattern. I want to fix it while I have it in my mind.
Have you seen it today, then?
Yes. It's a surplice. A thing our clergymen wear. I thought a real doll clergyman uniting two of my young friends in matrimony would be something new for Bond Street.
Oh, I will go.
Does Miss Jenny Wren live here?
She does. Come in, sir.
Thank you. Pardon me. You are the doll's dressmaker?
I am the doll's dressmaker, sir.
Lizzie Hexam's friend?
Yes, sir. And Lizzie Hexam's friend.
Here is a note from her, entreating you to accede to the request of the bearer, Mortimer Lightwood. Mr. Rear will tell you I am Mortimer Lightwood. He chances to know that.
I do, Jenny.
It's very short.
There was no time to make it longer. Time was precious. My dear friend Eugene Rayburn is dying. He's sinking under injuries received at the hands of a villain who attacked him in the dark. He is almost always insensible, but in a short interval of consciousness, I made out that he asked for you. Lizzie thought so too.
For me? But...
If you delay, he may die with his last wish unfulfilled. I shall break down if I try to say more.
In a few moments the crutch stick was on duty, the good Jew was left in possession of the house, and the doll's dressmaker, side by side with Mortimer Lightwood, was in a chaise posting out of town.
In Part 9 of Charles Dickens's Our Mutual Friend, dramatised by Betty Davis, the part of Jenny Wren was played by Angela Pleasance, Mr. Fledgeby, Bill Nye, Mr. Rear, Cyril Shapps, Lizzie Hexam, Janet Moore, Eugene Rayburn, Michael Cochrane, Mortimer Lightwood, Steve Hodson, Rogue Riderhood, Robert Lang, Bradley Headstone, Tom Wilkinson, Charlie Hexam, Michael Jenner, John Rokesmith, Michael Kitchen, Bella Wilfer, Pippa Guard, R.W. Wilfer, Hugh Dixon, Mrs. Wilfer, Avril Elgar, Lavinia Moyer Leslie, George Sampson, Mark Straker. Mr. Boffin, Michael Graham Cox. Silas Wegg, Douglas Livingstone. Mr. Venus, John Strickland. Sophronia Lamell, Maggie McCarthy. Alfred Lamell, Brent Usher. With Henry Stamper, Mark Ralston, and Michael Bilton. And the narrator was Simon Cadell. The director was Jane Morgan.